expectations for year 23?
So, I ain't 23 yet, but when I turn 23.
In 1 day and some hours?
Yeah. Friday 13th. September 13th. Yeah. Big Virgo shit. Yeah. Period. Big Cancer shit.
Girl.
Y'all, oh, a lot of my friends, y'all, are Cancers. Somewhat, sort of. All my friends are like right there within the same, like their birthdays like right after each other. Anyways, my expectations for myself for year 23. Who? That's a broad question.
Did you? I didn't ask it. That wasn't the question. That was the title. You go ahead.
My bad.
If you want to start.
No,
out.
go ahead.
Okay, girl. Okay, question number 1. Are you satisfied with what you've accomplished so far in life?
I would say yes. I am satisfied. So I'm 23 and I've done everything as a little girl that I said I wanted to do. So I would say yes. However, of course, growing into the woman that I am now, I desire more things for myself. But I'm going to answer the question. I would say yes. Do I desire more for myself? Yes.
Yeah, we just talked about this. So.
Yeah. I'm a person, y'all, where I feel like I'm never doing enough. But I'm trying to get out of that because that's toxic. That's toxic. That's not healthy. Since we're on this, I suffer with imposter syndrome really bad. If you don't know what imposter syndrome is, basically like if somebody congratulates you, you kind of just downplay it, or you don't feel like that you're worthy of your accomplishments, things of this sort. I'm so sorry, y'all. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Harold is texting me. Okay, I have suffered from imposter syndrome really bad. Like, and a part of that, I literally, y'all don't know what it comes from. Because my mom has always praised me for the things that I do. The people around me always congratulate me, and I literally cringe when I am congratulated, or when people tell me that I'm doing a good job and people look at me and tell me that they're inspired by me. I cringe like really bad. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna work on it.
Okay, next question. What are you expecting out of this next year overall? Now you can talk about it.
What I'm expecting next year, let me tell y'all some stuff. So, boo, how long have I been trying to go pescatarian? Back pescatarian.
Is it 2 years?
It's been 2 years, but I got to put the chicken down. Okay, so y'all, the reason why I want to go back pescatarian was because the 9 months that I went pescatarian, if you don't know what that means, I was basically doing all fish with the exception of turkey. I would do turkey, but yeah, I started back eating Chick-fil-A, and it just went downhill from there. I started back eating chicken, but when I went pescatarian, y'all, my body, let's talk about tea. A lot of people be saying my body is tea now, y'all, but you're gonna always be your own worst critic. But yeah, I need to go back pescatarian. Also, I limit my drinking to occasionally anyways, but when I say occasional for year 23, I mean literally occasional. It has to be like her birthday for me to drink, or like, I don't know what else.
I don't be wanting to drink.
Yeah,
So.
I don't want to feel like in order to have a good time you have to drink alcohol. I really want mine going 100% sober. So I'm gonna make my mind up between now and tomorrow. Wait, after my birthday. But no, for real, y'all. Drinking it's just not for me. Smoking, I can't do it. That's why my lips sit here black right now, but smoking that's not a part of me either. So I would just love to be a sober person. We don't need all that. We get one body. I think we should take care of it. What else am I expecting for year 23? I'm expecting to make another career move. I won't say what it is yet, because I know y'all gonna hold me accountable, but I'm expecting to make another career move and also elevate in business on a whole other level. Like really hit the ground running. Like we only get one life, and people be saying like, you're so young, you have time. But if you know better, you do better. Why procrastinate? Why know better and not do better? So I'm really expecting a lot from myself for year 23. I don't know what it is about 23, but it feels different. No cliche stuff. It feels different. It feels different. Like I feel like 21, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm grown. 22, I'm like, okay, yeah, a little one too. 23, I feel like grown woman, like step it up.
Very transformative, very acceleration based. That's what it is for me. So, and we be talking about it all the time. So I just feel like, yeah,
I gotta let go of imposter syndrome and run the play. I always say that, run the play. Like if you got the play and you got the blueprint, run it. I need to run it. Ain't that a song?
it's cut it, but that's cool. That's cool because you using it for the right reason.
Run it, baby.
Okay, next. How do you know what you wanted to do in life? And what made you so motivated to execute your plans?
I remember this question. This came from Instagram. I knew what I wanted to do, y'all, from the time that I was a little girl. I don't know. Once I found out where I came from, I was like,
oh, I was saying, huh?
I came by my mama, but JJ, and I was like, that is so amazing. And then like I started to learn about like the embryo and stuff like that in science class, and I was like, I want to be a baby doctor. And then I found out how long average med school was. I said, oh no ma'am. Found out that you can do labor delivery as a nurse. Like once I started to go like to the hospital because of family members having baby, I was like, oh, I want to be a labor delivery nurse. So I had always yelled like from the beginning when I was a little girl, and nobody in my family was a nurse, so it never came from like generational gifts or anything of this sort, or
seeing it, like
seeing it. I never saw it, so it was just something that I always wanted to do. I think I'm like maybe the second or third nurse in my family, but I've always wanted to do nursing, and people said that it would be hard, so I knew that from the jump. So once I got in school, I hit the ground running. And when we was in high school, I made sure that's a whole other conversation for a whole other day, but yeah, that's how I knew what I wanted to do. It was just something that I had always knew. As far as aesthetics go, I saw my sister do it. It looked fun. I used to help her with her classes and stuff like that, so I was like, why not do it? I started lashing, and people was like, oh my gosh, you're so good at this. And so I was like, oh, maybe I am good at this. And then all my little high school associates and stuff like that, people I went to high school with, they would come over to my house after school, and I would do their lashes and wigs, and it literally just hit the ground running from there. And I took business serious as I started to learn about financial literacy. So yeah. She said, what kept me motivated to execute it? I'm gonna put it like this. I did not have a hard life. At least I didn't think it was hard at the time. But my mom used to take me on visits with her because she was a probation officer. And I used to see how those kids were living. Like, it was so sad. Like, I try not to cry now, but y'all, people are so, I'm so grateful. Like, I don't think people understand how fortunate they are. But to see how those kids live because of the circumstances that their parents were in, like, generational curses are really real. And I used to be like, I never want my kids, or say my sister or brother have kids, I never want them to experience that. So I was like, in middle school, from that day forward, like from seeing my mama going on visits with her, I said I have to work my ass out to make sure that I never see that side of life. And I'll never look down on them because you just never know what people went through or what type of generational curses that people are fighting to break. So that's what made me execute it. And I knew that I could do it. I saw what my mom, well, I didn't see it, but she told me. I somewhat saw it. She told me what she went through to make sure she got us to where we're at. Like my mom she went to Valley State, Mississippi Valley State. Her last semester of college, y'all, she moved to Memphis because of relationship circumstances. And she drove back and forth from Mississippi Valley State until she finished college, her last semester, with 3 kids. 3 kids. And I said, I have a mom that's supportive. I don't have no kids. I'm not paying no bills. All I got to do is go to school, make good grades, and work my ass off. Who not finna do that? I got it easy. Who not finna do it? Who talking about, well, I don't feel like getting up, I'm not motivated. Man, forget all that. It be bigger than you. Way bigger than you. So, yeah.
That was a good response. Okay, next question. Do you see yourself doing anything besides lashes? Or I guess, have you ever seen yourself?
I'm the person that asked this question, I'm pretty sure you know that I do nursing. And I'm guessing you asking, like, what's my next step? Am I going to continue to just do lashes and not do nursing as well? So doing nursing and lashing was overwhelming my first go round and try with it, or just running my business completely. So what happened was I pulled out of it so that I could focus on my business and get it to run itself more like, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess I said it. I wanted my business to be able to run itself if I knew I was going to be working in the hospital. I was also working night shift. So I think that this next go round, if I do decide to go back to the hospital and do labor and delivery, I'm definitely going to do day shift. And my business is pretty much at a point where it's running itself when I'm not physically lashing, like as far as my products and stuff like that. And if you're here, go follow Jacob Tour. Okay? But yeah, I definitely see myself doing more than lashes. I do not want to be behind the table for the rest of my life. That's crazy work. That's it.
No, one more question. Okay, what kind of love life do you expect to have next year? Year 23.
What type of love life I expect to have? I'm seeking clarity. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
That's a good word. That's a good word.
I'm seeking clarity. I want clarity. Like when I say non-negotiables as far as love life, non-negotiables. What's some of your non-negotiables, boo? Jared.
As far as like
relationship wise, like what's your non-negotiables? Since we 20, she already 23. We 23. At this age, what are your non-negotiables? Whether you allowed them back then or you didn't.
Number one, I would say a relationship with God.
Got to have a relationship with God.
Yeah, because it's like more prominent than anything. Because if you can't maintain it, can't work on it, can't grow it, nothing else can grow. The seeds ain't gonna be sown for real. 2, I would say ambition, because like I'm way too ambitious and I see myself doing so much. Not on no crazy stuff or like chaotic, but I have strategic things or strategic plans that I aim to reach. If can't nobody share that with me, I don't think it's amounted to being equally yoked like we talked about.
Yeah, I don't think people take heed to that. Like when in the Bible it tells you God wants you to be with somebody that's equally yoked, or relationships with people that are equally yoked. People know they don't be equally yoked with people and still try a relationship.
We gotta stop making it so hard. Yeah, correct. I feel like it's a desire to just be happy in a moment. Whether you know you want this person or not, regardless of what the case may be, I don't feel like it's giving longevity or intentional either.
Some of my non-negotiables I'm gonna add to her. She said relationship with God, ambitious, cheating, non-negotiable.
Yeah.
No form of cheating, emotional, physical, No form of cheating. Not doing it. Won't do it. You would never. I'll tell anybody this. You cheat, you would never see or talk to me again. And
Yeah.
I ain't gonna change my number.
No, because I like my number.
I like
I
my
remember.
number.
I can't remember my number. Then that mean I gotta change my number for everything else. Like, I feel like that's number 2. Is it number 2 or is that number 3?
That was number 3. Emotionally mature.
Emotionally intelligent.
Intelligent.
Well.
Yep. Emotionally intelligent. That's what I meant to say. An emotionally intelligent young man. And I work with you a little bit on it. But I need you to
Come to the table with something.
come to the table with some type of emotional intelligence. I can't do the nonchalant thing. We too old for that. Baby, you got feelings or you don't. But yeah, clarity. I'm gonna keep that answer in clarity.
Yeah, that's to sum it all up. Okay. That's our expectations. Can you think of anything else?
No, y'all just need to expect me to be that bitch, okay?
Period.
But no, I'm expecting myself to basically be a better person than I was this past year.
Always.
Definitely.
Always striving for the betterment and growth.
So yeah. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And if you did not watch the first video, because notice she said second, make sure you go watch the first. Because y'all be thinking the whole reason of me doing these videos is because people be thinking they know people. And they be trying to judge people. Listen, y'all don't be knowing it.
I was gonna say, where you finna go with that?
I'm saying, like, there was a point of me. Because people watch people content and they think they know people. Like, you don't know every little thing about a person. So, I'm letting y'all in on some of the stuff about me before I really start pushing content. You know what I'm saying?
No, this is vital.
Yeah.
But what you want to do?
For sure,
That's
for
cool.
sure. But, yeah, make sure y'all go watch the other video. And then click the next video.
Number 3.
And like, comment, and subscribe. I fuck with y'all, so fuck with me. Yeah.